Hey guys, this is Barbara. I'm here with Statue Mania, and I'm here to present to you the XM Dark Phoenix. Okay, so let's get started. So we have this base. She is actually pretty small in terms of width, so she doesn't take up too much space on the base. Um, on the wings, yes, it kind of spreads out a little bit more, but I'll show you guys later how you can display her with or without it. So basically, you got this base full of fire, and then in the fire, you got a bunch of rocks just floating around inside of the fire, and the rocks are actually detailed with orange specks. Kind of looks like it's burning through the rock, like molten rock. And then you have this circular motion going around her, which builds up to the back all the way to the phoenix. And then you have the phoenix, which has beautiful dark and light orange tones, and then you also have a lot of brown tones for shading. Makes it look like it's a little bit more intense, the fire in those areas. And then as we move on to the statue, you can see here she's got her gold boots, which go all the way up to her thighs. And then she's got the gold belt with the Phoenix logo here. And then she also has the Phoenix logo on her chest in gold with her gold gloves. And then you can see here she's got flames going all around her hip area, her thigh. She's got more here around her thigh area. And then she's got on this hand like a ball of fire, like she's ready to throw it. And then she's got also more flames around the elbow going up to the back of her arm, and some on her shoulder, which is pretty cool. Makes it seem like she's wrapped around in fire. And then you have three portraits with her. The one that we're displaying her with is the portrait with the flames on her hair. She's got a grin in her mouth. You can see her teeth. And then she's got the white eyes. You can see her there. And then we have this other portrait with the white eyes, but she's got no fire in her hair, and she does not show her teeth here. She doesn't have a grin. She just has kind of like a little smirk on her face. And then you have the regular portrait. You can see her eyes. She's got green eyes there. So the other portraits have more of a subtle look, and this one you can see she's got that mean look. So one of the cool things about the statue is that if you want, you can actually take off the phoenix and display her just like that. So if you're tight on space, you can actually just remove the phoenix and she'll look just as great with the flames around her. And then you don't have the phoenix taking up space. So it's one of those things that you could use, or if you don't want to because you don't have the space, you could take it off and she'll look just as great with it or without it. I actually prefer the phoenix. It's actually one of the main reasons I chose to get this statue. So if I had anything negative to say about the statue, one of the things would be is that the phoenix is actually a very delicate piece. It's very long, so it's kind of one of those things that you have to really be careful when you're moving her around. Another thing would be this wing right here. it actually has a seam that goes around the back right here. But it's not a big deal because it's in the back, so you can't really, you're going to be displaying her in the front, so you can't really tell. Um, the front seams are okay, you can't really see them because it blends in with the fire. And then another thing would be on this portrait is I wish the teeth were a little bit more realistic. But other than that, she's phenomenal. She's beautiful. And growing up with X-Men, this is one statue that I see, and it really takes me back to those days when I used to watch X-Men cartoons. So it's very well done. Now, I took out the Sideshow Phoenix to do a comparison of side by side, and basically they're totally different in color, base, details. Everything's completely different. If you look at the two of them, they have the red suits are completely different in color. You have a darker tone here, and then you have a brighter tone here. And with the XM statue, you have a lot more shading on the shadows than you would do here in the Sideshow piece. Sculpt-wise, they're both beautifully done. They have the detail there. You have the ab area, you can see the muscles just as good as you can see it here on the XM Phoenix. And the tones also on the gold, this one's a lot brighter and shinier than this one right here. Then you have the belt, which also has the Phoenix logo here, and in this case this is like a very tiny logo. You doesn't have much detail in comparison to this one. Has this beautiful one right here. I can't tell really if it's metal or resin, but it's really nicely done. And then when you move on to the base, you have here clear resin, and then you have here resin which is painted with tones to make it look a lot more realistic. With the clear resin, I wish Sideshow would have probably done maybe a light up feature. I think that would have been really cool. That's what I tend to feel a lot when I see something with clear resin. I think it should have like a light up feature. Why? Because it actually, you can see through it, and in this case where it's fire, it actually makes it look a little bit more like it's actual fire. So also with the clear resin, I don't know, you can see here the details are not the same as this one. It's pretty much clear, and then you have the orange tones, and then you have a little bit of the brighter reds right here, but not much other details on that. On this one, you have a lot of different tones, different colors, so it looks a lot better in terms of realism. And the plus about this is that if you're looking for something that's not going to occupy much space, the Sideshow one is great. Also financially, it's a cheaper statue. But like I said, also this one you can display it without the Phoenix, so that's an option also. And then with the portraits, the Sideshow one is very nicely done. It's not bad. The one thing I want to point out is that somebody actually pointed this out to me when I took my pictures, was that she looks like she has a giraffe neck. So when you kind of look at it, yeah, that's one of those things you can't unsee after they point it out to you. But other than that, it's also nicely done. Both are very nice. It depends. There's also people that do not like too much of a dynamic base, so this is also an option for them. I in particular like the dynamic bases. I think they're very cool. So here are both side by side. So if I didn't have neither and I was choosing at the moment which one I would get, I would definitely go for the XM. This would be my choice. After seeing them, side by side, if I were at a store, maybe saw them, I would definitely choose this one. The details are just incredible. They're amazing. And also, if you guys are maybe purchasing the Sideshow Rogue, which I already did, and I'll be doing a review on that one too, they pair very nicely side by side together. So guys, thank you for watching. This is my review on the XM Phoenix. Also, as a bonus, I brought you the Sideshow Phoenix to do a side by side comparison. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to do more of these soon. Give me a thumbs up, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you.